You know what it is. Been counting out so many times before it's okay. Thought that the pain was gonna destroy me. You know what it is. You know what it is. Even with all the odds against me, still find a way to come up winning. You know what it is. I've been up, I've been down, I've been high, I've been low. Even went down to the end of the road. I got up, shook it off, trying to win, took a loss. Had on my gloves, now I'm taking them off. You gotta fight to win, fight to win, fight to win. I'ma say it again. You gotta fight to win, fight to win. It ain't over till it's over, it's about to begin. I'm so dedicated.
Hey, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey man, thank you guys for tuning in. You're tuning in to another episode of Endie Fiya's Monday Motivation. This is your man Causso, the My Struggle is My Strength motivational speaker. And it is a great day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. got the birds chirping, dogs barking. It's beautiful. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Despite the events that are currently going on in the world right now, I hope everybody is safe and everybody is sustaining themselves and able to make it through this tough time that we're dealing with. Before we get started, I want to thank Endie Fiya for giving me this opportunity to speak and to share. And I want you guys to please check out her show that comes on at 6:30. And you guys can check that out by going to Blog Talk Radio /Endie Fiya. On her show, you're going to laugh. You're going to be entertained. But more importantly, you're going to learn something. And that's what I like about her show. Very dope. It's been about 12 years since I was diagnosed with MS, with multiple sclerosis. If you don't know what MS is a serious autoimmune disease that affects your brain, and it also affects your spinal cord. So your body is designed to protect itself from germs, from different infections, things of that nature. But with people that deal with or have been diagnosed with MS, their body attacks itself mistakenly, and that is a 24-hour job. It's a 24-hour process. There is no off button. There's no off button. So it's constant. Everything's constant pain. It's constant. I have experienced stiffness, but it is a snowflake disease. It's a disease that affects everybody differently. Although we may mimic symptoms from person to person, but it affects everybody differently. So I've gone from being bedridden and losing my independence to having to depend on others, and now I'm back. Now I'm back. I'm stronger than ever, and I'm moving forward. So I'm very passionate about improvements, and it's my goal to inspire. It's my goal to encourage. It's my goal to uplift, and those are some of the things that we're going to do on Monday Motivation. We're going to be talking about just different topics, different subjects, and some of those subjects are going to be feeling stuck. We're going to be talking about how to deal with that, how to overcome that. We're also going to be discussing finding your purpose. There are several individuals that need help with that. We're also going to be discussing depression and how to overcome that and how to deal with that. And also having a growth mindset. that is imperative for your growth. Also, we're going to be discussing stress, how to deal with stress. We're going to be talking about trauma and traumatic events. We're also going to be discussing success and how to take your life from where it is to where you would like it to be, to elevate yourself, to make yourself better. Those are just some of the topics that are going to be discussed, and we're going to have a good time. We're going to have fun. We're going to enjoy ourselves. But more importantly, we're going to learn, and we're going to grow, and that's my goal. Today's subject is about change. There is a great polarity between change and time. I am convinced that change and time go hand in hand. And everything in life has its moments. Everything in life has its time and its mark, it's stamped. We just came out of the season winter, and now we are embarking upon spring, which is really my favorite time of the year. Spring is when everything becomes alive again, and it amazes me how how flowers don't go to school to learn, when it's time to bloom, or grass doesn't know when it's time to grow. It already has this mechanism built inside itself to let it know when the time has changed, and that is fascinating to me, because that's how we should live our lives, through the lenses of everything is subject to change. In fact, we live in a river of flux. Flux describes that changes are happening constantly. That's what flux is. And it amazes me how your life can be going in one direction, then all of a sudden the trajectory of your life changes. And for some reason or another, we believe or have been trained to think that life is supposed to be good all the time, and that we're not supposed to go through any speed bumps or any hurdles, or encounter any of the lumps and thumps that life brings. Right now, we're globally facing changes and challenges that we've never seen before, and I think everybody is trying to figure out the best way to address these sudden changes. So, what do you do? What do you do when everything that you depended on and everything that you trusted in and things just all of a sudden they just change? What do you do when you didn't have time to make preparations for those changes? What do you do? There are several tools and principles that we can use to codify and help us navigate and get us through these tough changes. So point number one is embrace change with a positive attitude. The main key to change is embracing and accepting the change, like accepting the fact that that things won't always be the same. This will allow you to become more flexible. One of the quotes that I like by Maya Angelou, which I think is so powerful. She states, and she says, if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. That's powerful. That's powerful because there are several things that I don't like. There are several things that I don't too much care for. But there are things that I can't control. I can't control, the weather. I can't control certain elements. I can't control what we're currently facing right now across the globe. But I can control my attitude about it. I mean, like, when I was diagnosed with MS, I didn't understand it, and I definitely didn't know what the cause of it was. I didn't know the events that was going to happen after the diagnosis, but I knew that I had to address it with the right attitude. I knew I had to embrace the change. I knew I had to accept the challenge, and I never said, why me? I never was bitter about the changes. I never was bitter about the diagnosis. I just embraced it and learned how to live in this new norm, and in turn, my attitude about it presented me with other opportunities. It presented me with a different outcome, a much more positive outcome than how it would have presented me if I had a negative attitude about it. If I was bitter about it, then my outcome would have been probably the complete opposite of what I'm experiencing now. Point number two, make adjustments and reposition yourself. Change requires and causes you to reposition yourself. There's some things that you may have to stop doing, or there's some things that you may have to reposition yourself to do in another way. There was a time in my MS journey when I had to reposition myself, and I had to start using a walking device. Now, this device, it aided me and made my walking a little bit less strenuous. My walking device became my helper, and it helped me until I was able to, like, I didn't need it anymore. I was able to use it. I used it for a while, and then I eventually stopped using it, and I was able to walk around and get around without using without using that assistance. So I think right now we're all trying to we're all having to adjust our schedules. We all are having to do things differently for this time being. But one thing that I know is I know that it won't always be like this. I am sure that this is just seasonal. I'm sure that this is just a hurdle that we all are having to climb over and get over and get through. Some of you guys may have to make some adjustments in the way that you're seeing this thing. You might have to make some, you might have to change your perspective in the way that you are viewing these changes. And you guys, don't let this temporary change stifle your process. Don't let it be a hindrance in your movement of moving forward. All right. So point number 1 is embrace the change with a positive attitude. Point number 2 is make adjustments and reposition yourself. Amen. Amen, brother. Hey, man, y'all check out Endie Fiya's show on Blog Talk Radio /Endie Fiya. You can also follow me on my social media. MS_is_MS. It's your man Causso. Y'all have a blessed day.